Hello again, this is BGFH and welcome back to the Legally Cited YouTube channel here. And today I'm going to try a little something different again. I'm going to try my hand at my first hardware review. And I'm using my iPhone to record this video here today. And again, this is actually my first time using the iPhone to record videos, so we'll see how this goes. So the product that I'm going to be taking a look at today, got the box right in front of me here, is the Razer Megalodon 7.1 surround sound gaming headset. And if I would have known how well packaged this thing was actually when I got it, I may have actually done kind of the crazy YouTube thing of an unboxing video. But to give you an idea, so the box just comes in this big old box here. A bunch of details on the back and on the side and everything like that. But I do want to show you the box a little bit before I show you the actual headset itself. So I take the sleeve off here, and then if I lay this down on the table and I open it up, it's actually not just, like I said, I was really impressed with the packaging of this, because it actually comes with this really nice box that actually opens up. It's not just a really cheapo box. You've got up here, you've got your manual, your authenticity, receipt of authenticity or whatever, a couple other stickers and odds and ends, but just in this nice little pouch up there. And then if I take this out, let me put this box off to the side down here, put this on the table, and we've got our own little hard case. It comes in with its own little, there we go, own little hard case. So when I got it, the headphones were actually in the case here. Nice little part for the headphones themselves and the little pod, which I'll get into in a minute. But these are USB. This is a USB headset, which means that not only is this good for a desktop computer, but you can actually take this and use it with a laptop. So you go to your LAN parties, or you just want to bring your laptop somewhere and have a good sounding game or media experience. You got this nice little hard case. It's not a super hard shell, but it's it's hard enough. But really, again, really well put together. Really impressed with the packaging, the effort that Razer went through on the packaging of this device. Now for the product itself, let me grab it over here. So what we got here is these are the Razer Megalodon 7.1 headset. There are two pieces. We got the headset itself, and we have the pod. So I'll go through each individually really quick and just give you an idea. So the headset itself is really nice, actually. It's got these cloth, it's an over-the-ear design, so it cups around your ears. I have kind of a rather big head, and and it goes around my ears perfectly fine. These things are very comfortable. The one thing I will say is that they're very light. So, I've used them for a several-hour period and really had no problem using them at all. They didn't feel heavy. I didn't have to keep repositioning them to make them comfortable. Just really comfortable headset, really light. And then up here, you notice they've got kind of a mesh headband up there. So again, it's just sitting right on top of your head, really comfortable. Both the ear cups and the top part, really comfortable. On the left side here, you've got your head, or you've got your microphone jack, or your microphone, I should say. You got your microphone that just swings down. I won't do that right now, but basically it just swings down into place. You can bend it a little bit, but works really well. On each ear cup, you notice I've got it plugged into my computer right now. Some people don't like a lot of the glowy stuff. Some people kind of think they go overboard on it, but I think it's kind of cool. They got the little Razer symbol on each ear cup. They light up when they are plugged in. I don't know, I think it looks kind of cool. It doesn't bother me any. I actually kind of like the blue LEDs and stuff like that. So those are the headphones themselves, and I will talk more about them shortly when I talk about the quality of them overall. But I want to run you through the rest of the product here, and this is the pod. And so again, this is a USB headset, so you don't have to plug in a whole bunch of different wires to your computer. You got a desktop, a laptop, whatever, just USB. Boom, plug it in. There's no drivers. You don't have to, download any software, download any drivers. Boom, it's just all right here. Plug it in, wait a few seconds, and you're ready to go. So the thing that I like about this pod and this headset in general is that it's really simple to use, but it does give you some customization. So right now we're in the 7.1 mode because everything is lit up here, but we've got our wheel around the middle here, and that's just if I turn it. You see on the left side there's a little volume indicator lights there, so that's a nice touch. That's my volume. If I hit my middle button here, boom, boom, cycling through my different speaker setups there, and now we're back to the full thing. So what's nice about that is I can customize if I don't want, like when I first got them, I thought, it was it had good mid-range, it had a good treble, but I wish there was a little bit more low end. And when I discovered this little middle button, I cranked up the the virtual subs a little bit, and it sounded really good. It just picked up a couple of the rear channels and the couple other speakers and tweaked them a little bit. And it's so easy to do that if it sounds different or if it doesn't sound quite as good when you're in a game, like I said, you just hit that button, turn the volume knob, and boom, you can just customize it really quickly on the fly. So I like that feature. On the top of here we got this rectangular button up here. Hit that. That will toggle me from my 7.1 into my 2.1 mode, and this is good for if you're watching, videos, if you're playing older games that don't necessarily support 7.1 sound, all that kind of stuff. So if you're watching YouTube videos or just anything that doesn't support that, you want to put it into stereo mode. If you're listening to music is another good thing. You can listen to them in 7.1, but you do get this kind of weird, I call it a stadium effect, because you kind of get this weird echoey thing, which doesn't always sound the best. So, like I said, again, with the hit of a button, you just pop it right into stereo mode, you're good to go. Pop it back into surround sound mode there. And then on the bottom, you got your three buttons. You got the mic mute and your mic adjustment buttons there. So again, if I hit this middle one, for instance, it just gives me the mic, and I could use my volume control again, and I could adjust a level for that. So again, just really easy to control, gives you some flexibility, and it works really well. So that's the overall hardware of the headset itself. The one other thing I will mention real quick, I don't know if you can tell really on the camera, but the cord is kind of different. It's kind of got this, I think they call it like a braided cord or whatever. It's not just a regular wire. It's kind of got this like cloth outer coating on it. Again, just these things are really well designed. I really do like them. Really good design to them. So the quality, how do they stand up? How well do they work? Overall, I'm pretty impressed with them. I did try another pair, a little cheaper pair early on, and really wasn't impressed with those. Gave these a try. I've put them through their paces. I've used them through a lot of different games. I played through the entirety of BioShock Infinite with them, played some Left 4 Dead, played some Chivalry, played, I don't even remember what else, but quite a few other games. I've listened to music. I've done a few Skype calls with them. And I've also done, a combination of all this stuff. I've done a combination of where I've used them for a good, 4 hours one day. Maybe one day I think I used them for probably almost 8 hours in one day. And again, they're really light, they're really comfortable, so not a problem there. Again, when I took them out of the box and started using them, I thought that the that the bass was a little bit weak. I like a good, I don't want to hear nothing but bass. I want to hear a good mid-range and highs as well. But I kind of wish that they had a little bit more kick. Hit that middle button again in there, and that worked fine. And when I'm playing a game like Left 4 Dead or a first-person shooter like that, these are really nice because you do start to get to you hear more like footsteps around you. You can kind of tell whether a guy is coming at you from like the front or the the front left or the right rear or kind of somewhere on the side. It's not going to be as precise as a whole speaker setup would, because you've only got two speakers in there, and I'm not quite sure how they do the whole virtual 7.1 thing in there. But like I said, for a virtual setup, for a headset, I mean, it's I've just used these cheapy headphones prior to this, so it's far better than anything that I have used before. And you could spend a lot more on the on a surround sound headset. I mean, I know there's ones that are just ungodly expensive, but for the price, I think they're really pretty good. I picked these up on Amazon for, I believe it was $129, so about 130 bucks. Which again does seem a little bit high just for a pair of headphones, but like I said, you're considering that they're built really well, they're packaged really well. I think they do a good job overall. I like the pod. I like the customization that they give you. The only knock that I would have on them right now that I haven't fully figured out is the microphone does have a little bit of an issue. So when I tried recording a video with these, what would happen is it would record me fine, but every time I would stop speaking, it would pick up on some general hiss. And I don't know if some of that was, just me sitting near my computer tower and I was picking that up, or if it was just picking up some sort of an electronic hiss. I found that when I took the volume for the microphone, I turned that down a little bit. It wasn't as bad, and it can work okay for a Skype call because it's not, it's generally not too bad. My friend, when I did call him over Skype, it sounded pretty good to him. But for recording, unless I can really figure out something a little bit better and I can cut down a little bit more of that hiss, I don't know that I'm going to necessarily use these to record videos for the site, for the channel here. I'm probably going to stick to using my Turtle Beach ones for that, for now. But aside from that, if you want something that is a little bit better than, just your standard stereo headphones, you live in an apartment or you have family where, you game late at night but you don't want to wake up the rest of the neighborhood, I've got surround sound speakers for the PC. I've got them for my consoles. But living in an apartment building, the other residents necessarily don't take too kindly to that. So the last couple of years I've been really looking into more headphones and headset solutions, and I'm pretty happy with these. So that kind of does a wrap up for the Razer Megalodon 7.1 stereo gaming headset, USB headset. Again, if this is something that looks really interesting to you, I would give them a shot. Highly recommended. That should about do it for this one. So until next time, I will talk to you guys later.